Right. It's the new week. It is Monday, August 3rd. So, welcome to a new week. Welcome to the first full week in August. I hope you're doing well. It is a clear, sunny morning. Looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day. And so, I hope you're able to take advantage of that today and experience the Lord's blessings in that way. But I wanted to share a quick thought with you from Psalm 82. I want to read the first two verses, and I'll actually read another verse further down the passage in just a moment. But verses 1 through 2 say, God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. Sometimes people can read this passage and misjudge what's being said here, especially because of that word at the end of verse 1, God's, little g. Um, what is going on here is the psalmist is addressing the injustice of earthly judges, who are obviously meant to care for and protect the weak and the needy and the vulnerable and all of those kinds of things. God here is accusing them of violating his law concerning those things, and he calls them gods with a little g. Not because they are divine, but because they had been put in a place of judgment and to execute justice among his people. We could see this most clearly when we look again at the end of the passage in verse 6 and 7, where he says, But I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But you shall die like men, and shall fall like one of the princes. And modern day false prophets, and this is something we have to be careful with, can often misunderstand and misinterpret this passage and continue to use it to lead others into great error. As a matter of fact, I was listening to one just the other, very well known um, preacher who, and I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, who was basically telling people that we can become gods. And I'm thinking, you know, where are they getting these things from? And it's passages like this that they can often take and twist into error. Remember, this has been a deception of Satan from the beginning. He convinced Adam and Eve that if they ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, they would be like God. And by the way, in that moment when they took that bite, they indeed had a firsthand knowledge of good and evil, and because of that, life for them and for me and you has never been the same since. Um, all of that to say, and it's just one very simple reminder today. I think it's a good reminder to start your week, because we don't know what this week holds. But I just want to share a very simple reminder. And I don't know who first said this, but somebody one time said this: I can be sure of two things in life. The first one is there is a God. And the second one is I'm not him. Now, I'm sure of a lot of other things. I'm sure that Jesus was died to say for my sins, and I'm sure that I have an eternal home in heaven. And there's lots of things that I'm sure about. The Bible is the Word of God, but I think you get the sentiment. I think one of the things we need to remind ourselves as we start the week and reset ourselves is that I'm not God, or that there is a God, and I'm not Him. So this week, let's let God be God. Let's let Him do what He does, and not try to usurp that role from Him. Listen, we have a great spot as a child of God, as a child of the King of Kings, of the God of the Most High, the Most High God, the God of this universe. So let's play that role. Let's be that person, a child of God, and let's let God be God today and for this week, and continuing on beyond that, because He can handle that job way better than any of us can. And so I hope we'll trust Him in that. I hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you later.